So we just got some Pectinata iguanas today, also known as Mexican spiny tail. So I've been working on this cage the last 4 or 5 days. Enclosure, I should say. So this is in our bird barn. This is where we keep like the macaws, the incubators. We got some little capybaras in here right now. So I'm really happy with how it came out. I think it looks really cool. Now the only thing I'm not that crazy about is you can't really see that good through this, but it's holding the humidity and the heat in there. So there is like a flat sheet, but they're a lot more expensive. We'll see how this goes. If I need to change it in the future, it'd be no big deal. All right, so I got Repti chip at the bottom, but I think like a potting soil would be fine too. Just different substrates. I may add some more just shells for them to sit on. We got just some little things that they can climb on. And we had just a lot of this material sitting around. This cage came, one of the tractor implements I got had this metal cage, and it's been sitting there doing nothing. So put it to good use. It's got this basically like as a tower with multiple layers on it, and I got some closet shelves in the back so they could climb up on that. We'll see what they really use. This is my first time with iguanas, but we have a lot of other animals, so I'm sure it's going to be a learning experience, but I think it's pretty good. If anybody has any suggestions on something we should change or add, I'm definitely open to hear that. So we got 3 of these really good UVB lights. They're the 48-inch, 14%, and they are like 18 inches above them right now. Those 2 are above. This is what I'm intending as their basking area. This was some quartz that we had, quartzite from our farm stand sink that we had. And so this is actually flipped upside down. So the smooth finish edge is on the bottom. So we put the little bit rougher edge for them up at the top. But this will help just conduct a little heat, and then it gives them a space. Sit there and bask so they get enough of the UVB and the D3. So really cool. Check out the guys we got. 1 guy and 3 gals. So they still got a little bit of green when they're born. They're all green. But we have 3 banana pectinatas and 1 orange pectinata. And I'm kind of hoping to get a pied and albino female to add to this group. I think there's enough space in here. It's 8 foot or 8.5 foot tall. It's a little over 4 foot wide and a little over 8 foot a little over 4 foot deep and a little over 8 foot wide. So it's got a lot of space, especially if we add some more areas for them to climb on. Still really easy to access and get in here. Added this little thing. I might, especially when they get bigger, might add a little hook to close that. But everything's always a work in progress. You can always add things. This is something with the lumber. It'll be really easy to add and change things around. So we got the 3 UVB lights, 2 over the basking area, and then I have this one. It's just kind of somewhat over the middle, so it'll get a tiny bit. The UVB goes down. It loses intensity like crazy the further away. But if for some reason they never really wanted to hang out in the basking area, they would get a little bit of indirect UVB in some of those areas, and they could bask up here too. So we'll see how it goes. I need to set them up with some food and water right now. But really excited to get these guys. I've been wanting iguanas for a while. We'll see if they even play with that. But it's going to be a fun experience observing them and learning, and lots of cool things ahead. One little tidbit to add, I got a ceramic heater I hang from over here. I'm not sure how high yet, but it's got a thermostat on it. Now it's like 85 in this little area right now, so certainly wintertime it's gonna get colder. We're in Louisiana. This is outside. The other side's so it gets hot and humid. Plus these are putting off a little bit of heat. So I mean it's pretty toasty right here. But certainly wintertime you'd have cold coming from the walls, so we'd need extra heat in there.